Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to a brand new video. Today I will be talking about what you should do, going for a funding challenge or funding your own account. Let's get into the video. I created these three things: funding challenge, funding your own account, and at last my advice. I've made pros and cons for every one of them and we're going over them now. So we're starting off with the funding challenge, the pros for the funding challenge. You leverage your money. What do I mean by that? As you can see, if you put 1,000 into a challenge, you get a 200k account. If you put 450 or 500, this is something like that, you get 100k accounts. 250, a 50k account, 125, a 20k account. You can go down to 40 or $50 and that will be a 5k account with my forex funds. Okay guys, this is the most insane thing and the most insane way you can leverage your money in my opinion. Where else do you see the opportunity for putting up $1,000 and receiving $200,000 in return to trade with, where you can possibly make 10, 20, 30k a month with? It's insane. It's insane. It's an insane world and you need to be taking advantage of this at some way. So yeah, that's the biggest pro in my opinion. Secondly, you can scale this up very quickly. You can scale this up to 400k with FTMO and you can scale this up to 600k with my forex funds. These are the only two prop firms I trade with. These are the only two prop firms I'm funded with. I know there are prop firms out there that you can trade up to $1 million or anything like that insanely. This is something I will be looking into next year and then I will be making videos about that. So let's say potentially you do both of them, you have $1 million in funding. Make 2% on $1 million account, you have 20k, you're laughing. Okay, now let's get into the cons. It's not all sunshine and butterflies. There are also some cons to it. You need to pass the challenge and verification. That's an 8 to 10% target. 8% for my forex funds and 10% for FTMO. This is not something to neglect. This is the biggest con I think you will ever face into something related to trading. Why is that? A challenge like this combined with like a time limit will impact your psychology in ways you cannot imagine if you've never done it before. As you guys know, trading is like 90% psychology, if not more. So if you're doing something that messes with your psychology, it needs to be good. It needs to be very good. Let's say you pass that first challenge, that 8 to 10% in the pocket. Now you have a 5% target in 60 days. Why do they do that the way they do it? Why don't they say, oh, now you need to pass 20%, you know? The second challenge is harder. No, they make it easier with a reason. You pass that first challenge, you think you're the man. You did 10% in like 4 weeks, maybe less, so you can do anything. Wrong. That 5% in 6 months is like twice harder than that 10% in a month. Because the psychology needs to adapt to that. They want your ego to be lifted. They want your ego to be big and to go into this verification stage with a fuck it, I'm the man mindset. And that's really wrong because in this way you will be over trading, you will be revenge trading, and you will just be taking trades that are not there because you believe you're that good. So yeah, that's the biggest pitfall of the challenges. The first challenge, the verification, and then again, the third challenge is to getting your payout. This comes down to the same principle. You will have a big ego and you will think you can make a lot of profits and a lot of profits really quick. This will be money that most of you probably have never seen before, like 3, 4, 5k a week, maybe a month. It's insane money. So your ego will be lifted. Very important. If you pass a challenge, if you pass the verification even more, be humble. Be humble. Don't tell anybody about it. Keep it to yourself. Yes, it's a big achievement and I want you guys to be proud of that so that you know that you're not doing this for nothing. You're making progress, but remind yourself that you have not done anything until money has been set on your bank account. You have been paid out. That is your only goal, okay? Getting paid out. Okay, sorry for my little rant on funding challenges. Sometimes you need this. So, funding your own account. I love this, funding your own account. The pros: you don't have any rules or limitations and you can never lose the account due to violations. Exactly what the cons are with FTMO challenge, where you need to pass an 8 to 10% a month challenge. You don't have to do anything with your own account. You have a 2% month, great. You have a 5% month, even better. But you don't have to aim for like 8%. You don't have to aim for 10%. And that is really nice. And you can never lose the account due to violation. So I know a lot of traders that trade like 10% a trade, 20% a trade, even with really large capital. And I'm still thinking about how do they do that. I could never. Yeah, maybe in the future if I have like an account to play with or something like that. But right now I could never. But if you want to, You can do that on your own account. You can risk 5%, you can risk 10%, and you will still not lose the account. You will only lose the account if you blow it. That's really nice. With that 100k funded, you can only lose 10k with FTMO, 12k with my forex funds, and that's it. You're done. Account is gone. But with your own account, you can lose 20k, 30k, and nothing will happen. Only the fact that you're now down 30k. That's also another pro from funding challenges, in my opinion. I think it will teach you great risk management, because if you don't risk manage correctly, you will face the consequences really quick. That's something you don't face with funding your own account, because with your own account, if you don't risk manage correctly, you will blow your account. You will lose everything. That's not what the funding challenge. You will only lose the money you invested into it. So that's really nice. Now the cons. You put a lot of your own capital on the line and you need a decent amount of capital to start with. Yes, all the money that you invest into your account, you can possibly lose that. And you need a decent amount to start with. What I would recommend to start with, if you're like now, you're looking to fund your own account, I would recommend 5k, $5,000. That's a decent amount of capital to start with. You can do a lot of things with that. You can risk 1%, you can risk 0.5%, and it will still be decent money if you win your trades. So if you're looking for something on the side and you treat trading that way, I would recommend starting with 5k, putting that down, and that's your decent amount of capital to start with. But the con is that you can lose all of that. So at last, my advice: start a $100 to $500 account and see how that goes. I want you guys to start a small live account. I don't want you guys to trade demo or paper trading. Why do I say that? Paper trading is not real. There are no real emotions involved. There is no real psychology involved. Even though you tell yourself there is. The only time I trade demo is when I try a new edge, a new strategy, when I feel the urge to trade. That's a really good tip, to trade demo when you feel the urge to trade. And yeah, other than that, I wouldn't trade demo. If you really want to start and learn how to trade, I would recommend doing this $100 to $500 account. Prepare to lose everything. That's just the price you have to pay, guys. You cannot expect coming into this game and never lose. You will lose a lot of money. You will lose thousands, if not tens of thousands of dollars. That's just the price you have to pay. If you're profitable, keep adding to that account. Okay, so I hope everyone is doing a day job or like a job on the side, something to fund your trading career with. If you're profitable, so you're in the green every month for 3 months, I want you to keep adding to that account until you get it up to like 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, maybe even that 5,000 mark I was talking about. So keep adding to that account and see where that goes. If you're profitable, great, keep doing it that way and make sure you get to that $5,000. That's a decent account to start trading with, like seriously. Not full-time though. For full-time you need a lot of more money than that, but something on the side, that's a really nice amount. After that, I want you guys to try a funding challenge, but start small. Most people that start a funding challenge immediately start with the 100k challenge or even the 200k. That's just stupid in my opinion. I want you guys to start with the 20k account challenge. It's still decent money. It's 20k if you, let's say you're consistent and you make 5% a month. Once you pass the challenges, you get $1,000 extra every month. $1,000 extra. You will receive like $800-900. That's great, isn't it? It's so great. Once you get that 800, 900, add it to your own account. Keep adding that account. Make that account as big as possible. And 20k is just $125 with my forex funds, something like that, on the line. That's something everyone can lose in my opinion, $125 to just try your funding challenge. I know this is still quite a lot of money, but you should be making that with your own account if you're profitable. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you're going to do. Are you going to go the funded route? Or are you going to fund your own account? If you have any questions, you need some advice or something you struggle with in trading, let me know down in the comments below. I will be happy to help you. Don't forget to leave a like down below if you enjoyed this video or learned anything from it. Subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.